Hello friends, welcome back to playing tribute to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, episode 2, case 2 I guess, more like, because our episodes are different. The Monstrous Turnabout. We are on day 2 of investigations, after the day in court, where now we have to, find out how a monster flew. Yay. Let's do it! Back home at the office. Wait, is that jacket Apollo's? There's a red jacket there. Like, Apollo always wears a vest. He doesn't have a full jacket. Is that his since he doesn't wear it? Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented to say the least. I am Tenma, the yokai you seek. How does a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon? Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit. Wait, what about the investigation? Back! Eek! Whoa, whoa! Trucy, welcome back. Oh. You're in your stage outfit. Back from work? I don't think I ever actually distinguished voices between these two, so this will be a thing to do. Yep, I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick? I'm seriously considering a disappearing act of my own right after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in the escape. And whoever did that was Tenma that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw. Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct. The real fight starts right now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! Into the magic panties they go. Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic panties. I wonder where all that stuff goes. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vamonos, Apollo, vamonos! Oh, I guess she's not running anymore. I always, I'm afraid that the true culprit moves things around in the real, we didn't look in the vent last time, but now the vent is important. But I'm thinking that the real killer, took away all the evidence that was in the vent or something, because they're like, oh no, that's coming up in the trial, I better hide everything. I don't know. Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct? Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so... Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial. Well, my sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover. I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need. The air duct is the key. We know that the Tenma impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the Fox chamber through the hallway door. Then after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the Fox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back through the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created. If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting! How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. She brought a stepladder? Did she just, like, pull that out of her pocket? What? Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing. There's a thick layer of dust in here. I don't get it. Do you have like a flashlight or something? Is there anything that we're looking at here? Find anything? Yikes, Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust. Yeah, dust. Lots of dust. So what'd you find? You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time? Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office. Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail? I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting... No one's gone through that duct lately? Kinda looks that way. And if it's true, Mayor Tenma's going to be fingered as the killer! But... If we don't turn things around quickly... In justice we trust! Ah! Ha ha ha! Sorry, Mr. Justice. But it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden. And I'm back to my old devastated self. Ah, come on. Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man. Bring it on. Let me suffer in peace. Justice prevails once more. It's not over yet, and besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do. Ah! Are you calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice? Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here. Information? About the investigation? Alright. But I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again, understood? We did it, Apollo! That thing is still shining back there. It's very distracting. Yeah, but how long can we keep this up? I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai, he really wants a conviction at all costs. She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad. Yes, well. I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak. I doubt that'll teach him anything. Yeah, he'll probably just write Dodard 1,000 times. That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father. The real killer. Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it. Whoa, calm down. He didn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. The staff. It was at the base of that cliff just outside QB Manor. Wait, that isn't the staff Tenma Tara was supposedly carrying, was it? The one and only. Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done. No way! What about Prince? Nope, no Prince. But if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway. Well, Prince or no Prince, it's not going to work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case... then where in the mansion did Tenma Taro get it from? Where indeed? Maybe it's our answer outside of the air duct. Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the Amazing Ninetales? He did indeed! He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger in the victim's past. The Amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger, and Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The Amazing Ninetales fans are so angry they even tried to storm the detention center. I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened. Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the Amazing Ninetales? wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate. We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison. What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client? Oh, yeah. You be careful now, you're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourselves on the wrong end of figure four leg lock. Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any new developments we should know? Now that you mention it, our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something. He did? What did he say? He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals. And other things of that nature. I wonder what Mayor Tenmo remembered. Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know, why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Ha ha! What now, Apollo? How about regrouping back to the agency? Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there. Alright, I guess we're moving to the Wright Anything Agency. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases. And I'll go do some research on exorcisms. Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out. How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and the only way is down. In other words, business as usual, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time, it's like we're bound and gagged, too. Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. Ooh, monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough. Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here, too. Mr. Wright! How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena? I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before. Really? What happened? Mr. Wright, give us words of wisdom! I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. It was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know. Never had to defend a yokai before. The business about the locked room was another major hurdle. Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice. But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped the Forbidden Chamber. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news. How are we going to get out of this one? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Force a smile? Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That's a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this? Yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so... Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then. It was like fate brought us together! It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all. I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her. I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions. Aw, it's nothing special. We have underestimated that analytical psychology of hers. I thought that if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I have to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's why when I really started hitting the books hard. I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Now, that's almost superhuman. Or personal. Like she was trying to help somebody she knows. Alright. I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Wright? Yes. I'm going to go visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. Alright, time to see what's new down at the detention center. Sounded a little bit like a fluff dialogue thing, but I think we also got a peek into Athena there with the personal business that she has. Mayor Tenma, we wanted to talk to you about something. Ksha! Eek! Ka ka ka! So, my minions have returned. Although, he still thinks he's a yokai. I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again. Silence, peddler of legal trade. Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste. Wow. He's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even be helping him win his freedom. Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed, you know what I mean? If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may. Now ask of me what you will. I suppose it's worth a shot. His mouth looks so weird. Feathers and tracks! Feathers and tracks! Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really you're doing? Indeed. The remnants of Tenma Taro, king of the underworld, they be. The day when he once again dominates the mortal world is at hand. Ka 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 ka! The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie. What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once. Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you? Well, now, Damien appears to still reside within this body, but I should have expected as much for just something to find. Be silent now, Damien. I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Alderman Kyubi, did you? I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I, for if I had slain the mortal. Oh, sorry, I was too busy laughing at the line. I didn't get to read it. Something about fire consuming him and it wouldn't have been a spear through the heart or something. Yikes! So you're saying there must have been somebody else there. Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he'd been clubbed with this statue. I'd better ask about this too. What did he remember? Yeah, there he is. Okay, what do you remember? Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me? Indeed I have. I regurgitated a key, but a short while ago. Behold, the key to the Forbidden Chamber. Whoa, is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too? Bah, I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer. Take the key from the killer, did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. What? When did you do that? Does that mean you saw the killer? I am so confused. He sought to bar the killer entry to the Forbidden Chamber. So he wanted to keep it shut tight. No fingerprint shall you find upon that key. How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then? Foolish mortal! You would have me, Tenma Taro, act as some alchemist? But I assigned a jailer and my will was done. But I asked the jailer and my will was done, quite eagerly I must add. Always an honor to serve, your malevolence. There it is. Guess I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door. Curse that infernal door. But if If I had known the manner of opening long, long ago, would I have made my return? He has a point there. Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works. Okay, I am so confused. So this is the Forbidden Chamber key. He took it from the killer and swallowed it before he was hit over the head. He does not remember the killer, though. Otherwise, it would be much easier. Is that it? Wait, I still need the mask? Tracy didn't make that disappear. Interesting. Okay. Let's go talk to Jinxie. I don't really feel like it finished off with him, but... Nope, she's not here. She's in the garden. Not here either. Maybe she's at the manor. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I should go back to the detention center. Okay, let's keep talking. Oh, okay, this is definitely an offering. Oh, the letter. Nope, he's not gonna pay any attention. Okay. What about the village superstitions? Did you see Jinxie in the hallway? Okay, You were hit in the head with this. What might I ask is that? This statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder. Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes, something wrapped in such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Cubey, it would seem. He, however, had no chance to see it until now, for the cloth did conceal it. Maybe the cloth fell off and was removed after the mayor was struck. If that Damien does not know. Secret gift, interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. I should question him about the blackmail letter, too. I was trying to. I literally tried to do that. You saw me do that. You saw me present this to him. Why, this is the accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien. Apparently somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Ka. You have questions, do you? Very well, ask away, mortal. Who placed this in the alderman's pocket? Very few were they who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase. So whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the alderman's pocket. Could it have been his doing? Mr. Mayor? Mr. Taro, did you just remember something? Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damien's aide, Florent Labelle. Full knowledge for that briefcase's contents did that aide possess. And he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for. That's preposterous. He's the most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien. Seems like Mayor Tenma is a bit too trusting of those around him. Still, this is huge. Now we know he might have slipped that blackmail letter in the alderman's pocket. We got Florent Labelle. Here comes justice. Let's go find Mr. Labelle and rake him over the coals. Thanks for the help. You've just given us a major lead. There's something that still bothers me. If Mr. Labelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open this forbidden chamber? We should probably search it for clues. Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole? Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. perhaps she can. Now that you've cued me to talk to her, let's see if she's in the yokai lane. Hey, isn't that... Jinxie, you don't look so good. You dare imprison me. Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome, no-good nine-tailed fox. You shall know the terror that is mine in despair. You shall pay dearly. All of you. Jinxie, are you alright? Eek! Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Morning, Jinxie. Morning. Isn't it already past noon? Oh, what am I doing here? Last I remember, I lay down to take a nap back at the manor. Oh no, it must have been the Makuragashi. Makuragashi? Ever wake up after a restless night's sleep to find your pillow in an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor? Or the hallway? Well, it's not your guys' fault. The Makuragashi preys on people while they're asleep. Sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight, or maybe a snug sleeping bag. Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead? I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me. I'd say we had more than adequate demonstration of that just now. I'd better reapply them. Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you. There's something I wanted to tell you, too. I remembered something else. You did? What was it? Okay. We'll go to the Forbidden Chamber later. Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered? Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird. I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What? It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door. Wait, what? Are you sure? My memory's crystal clear now. So you're saying they were left at the crime scene after you found it? This could spell major trouble, Apollo. Why? Because Jinxie's already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene? If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it will totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that. Oh no. Oh man, this is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Okay, so that means the thing that was in the Forbidden Chamber, it had to be, right? She came in, saw this crime scene, left, called the police, it came out of the Forbidden Chamber, into the hallway, running past her when she came back. It's gotta be. There's definitely something in there to see. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole. Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear. A secret mechanism, really? Uh-huh. It's hidden in the Fox Chamber. But only Alderman QB knew what it was and how it worked. The Alderman of Ninetails Vale sure loved his secrets. Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism. Whoa, slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber? Even the Manor's Master Key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room. It must never be opened. Guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. Ah. Oh, because he swallowed the key! After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain. Okay. Should I present that key to you? What's this? Just you about me? You guy that inhabits items. Okay, there was something else we had to ask her, right? What was it? I do want to ask about the superstition, so okay. Should I talk to her about the blackmail? Nope, okay. What else were we supposed to ask her about? Oh! Were we supposed to ask her about him? Or what she saw? I saw him, Timotaro, nearly scared me to death. Do you see a lot of monsters, Jinxie? In fact, I encountered this soon as Kusiri this morning. Soon as Kusiri? You know, I don't know that one. Tell me about it. It's a mean little beast that rips you by bumping into your shins. I keep shooting all the time because of that pesky little thing. When it gets really bad, I stick some scurry warding charms on my shins. How about investing in some shin guards and watching your step instead? Wow, she like flipped that blade around. Okay. So she didn't see that. Oh, was it this? Alderman Hubie made that statue. Oh, Alderman Hubie made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetales Vale and Tenma Town. A token of goodwill, but the two yokai are fighting. Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing. What? The statue. Originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration. But sure doesn't look that way now, does it? No, it does not. Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Mayor Tenma on the head. Yep, probably. That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really looked like were the alderman and I. Now it's just me, and it's the symbol of goodwill that will be forever etched in my mind. Okay, that's interesting information. I wonder where the bowl went then. So is there anything else we should know about Jinxie? No. That's about it. My bracelet. It's reacting. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be... In justice we trust! Yikes! Eek! A ghost! Ah! Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here? I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her. Question me? I'm sorry, not interested. Are you here to ask about that whole yokai affair? That's right. Specifically, we want to ask. Ah, but I can't tell you that now, can I? Ha 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 ha! Oh, come on, please. We're partners in justice, right? No. Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me. My questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust. This was the samurai sure has him on a short leash. So you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll, then? Now come along, Miss Tenma. To the station with you. Well, I guess we're not going to find out what she was lying about. He took her away. Missed my chance to see what she was lying about. Yep, there it is. Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out. Yeah, Fulbright won't be there, so we don't have to worry about him interrupting or keeping us from it. Just hope they let us in now. Yeah, well, that's true too, I guess. Your hair is different. What did I have as his voice? Oh, what an absolutely fabulous scent. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest. Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed alderman. Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you-know-what. Oh, yeah. Before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter. Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyers, what do you want with me? Oh, there's something we wanted to ask. Is that a phone? Where's that ringing coming from? You'll have to excuse me. Hello, LaBelle here. What the? These things are on his shoulders are cell phones. Yes, about that. You must forgive me. This whole matter with Mayor Tenma has me in a complete nightmare. Where do you buy clothes like that? Shouldn't you answer the other one? Surprise! This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty. Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? Looks a bit unwieldy to me. Ah! You simply don't have an eye for beauty. If having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy, I'd rather be blind. So what do you want with me? Both Jinxie and Mr. Filch said they saw Tenma Taro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the foyer, why didn't you see— Ah! Very well, I admit it. That's right, I, Florence LaBelle, saw the demon Tenma Taro. So he did see something. Then why'd you lie about not seeing him? I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie. Protect Jinxie? What do you mean? Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers. Which one are we talking about? The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenma Taro. That one's new to me. Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about Tenma Taro sighting, little Jinxie should be our prime suspect. Tell us more about that rumor. So what was that rumor about Jinxie? They say she's possessed, not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly, then she starts wandering around doing strange things. Is that so? Although, come to think of it, that was pretty spooky before. It certainly would explain how she was acting earlier. It is hard to— sometimes this game is hard because, like, they have the whole, like, spirit channeling thing in this universe. But I don't think the whole, like, demon and yokai thing is real in this universe. I don't know. Once, she even put on a Tenma Taro costume and wandered around the woods at night. She did? Of course, I can't trust anything that this guy says. Ugh, I wish I never asked. Does she remember anything while she's possessed? Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes. Memory loss during possession. Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession. Then maybe— So you do understand that whole yokai business was entirely of her own making. Now wait a minute. Although the yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene, did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks there herself? Apollo, let's ask Mayor Tenma about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk to him. Yes. But right now we're trying to open the door. So let's get in there and open the door. Hey, we're trying to conduct our investigation here. Come back later once we're done. Oh well, guess we'll have to find a way to kill some time. Let's go talk to Mr. LaBelle while we wait. Okay, there was something I wanted to ask him anyway. You're looking for Mayor Tenma's aide, and I saw him in the garden earlier. Okay, well we already know that he's there. Go keep that narcissist company in the meantime. Sigh. Okay, I guess I wasn't done with him yet. Fine. Oh, right. Duh. The blackmail letter. That was what we were here for. Sorry, I got so distracted with the whole possession thing. What is that? It's the blackmail letter. But it wasn't sent to Alderman Hyubi. It was sent to Mayor Tenma. And... your point being... someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase. And then placed it in the alderman's pocket after he was murdered. Oh, you don't say. You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that the blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So naturally you— Ah! Perhaps that shot of cologne will make the scales fall from your eyes. Or my eyes fall from their sockets. Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place? Oh, well. My only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage. Did you just rip it up? You jerk! You can't destroy evidence like that! What do you mean I can't? I just did! Feel a little lighter now. I just want a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list. Are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know. I guess that's it for now. Oh, his shoulders are ringing again. Hello, LaBelle speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? So do I no longer have it then? Oops. I don't. He destroyed it. Oh my goodness. Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available to the public. What? And then I shouldn't advertise it on TV. But I don't understand. As the embodiment of beauty, it is my duty to announce my good looks to the world. Stop the bus. I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive Jesus LaBelle brand products. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now that it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say. Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants. Peasants. This is my latest product. I'm calling it Couleur Me LaBelle. A dazzling hair color that you can wash out with just water. Guess that means you can't sweat. I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads. Yet it's not available to the public. Great sales strategy there, genius. Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle, your hair color's changed since the last time we met. The little lady has quite the discerning eye. Here's a little sample. Consider it a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty. Oh, Apollo, what should I do? Better take it before you get a face full of cologne. Good point. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle. Color me LaBelle. Washes with water. Interesting. That's gonna be important. Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. We've still got to find the secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Okay, now I can go. Now that I've done everything that I came over there to do, I was so stupid, sorry. Sorry for that little detour in the middle. We should be good to go now. Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. Oh, it's so exciting! I can't wait to see how it works. But do you really think the killer entered the Forbidden Chamber? We'll just have to open it to find out. We should also see if it was anywhere the killer could have hidden this room. Like behind the screen? Or the chair? Okay, let's get started. Apparate, Apollo, apparate. Alright. I did not mean to press that button, but okay. That thing's still glowing. What is this? I'll just examine all the things again. Maybe the killer hid under this table. That would be a terrible hiding place. The alderman's body would have been right above. Maybe you're right. I guess the underside is a bit... Wait, there's something under the table. Let's check it out. There is? What's there? The bowl! Hey, look! There is something down there. It looks like a piece of something. The only question is a piece of what? Oh, I know! It might be a piece of the statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill. So then this piece broke up and broke off and rolled under the table. Okay. That was some important information we gained there. There it is. Okay, it's just a picture of it. There's a cliff outside this window. It makes it pretty impossible to get out this way. When I hear things like that, it just makes me want to try. Never say never, right? I bet I could get out this way. Or, I bet I could get out this way. No, wait, do you have a death wish or something? It won't even open wide enough for me to squeeze through. Guess I lost that bet. That loss just saved your life. Sparkly thing. The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup in a gesture of goodwill. Maybe Alderman Kyubi was planning on smoothing things over with Mayor Tenma. But he was murdered instead. By somebody who intervened. The mayor was only pursuing the municipal murderer because he had been blackmailed. Who knows? If this murder hadn't occurred, maybe they could have come up with a solution. There's our lovely friend, the vent. There really is no escaping here through the air duct. And here we went through all the trouble of bringing a ladder to check it out. That's not a ladder, Apollo. It's a step ladder. What's the difference? They both have the word ladder in them. What's the difference? Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors to decide who's right. You're way too competitive, and it's not even related to the original issue, either. I love the stepladder running gags of this series. Okay, let's see here. Could they have hidden behind the screen? Two foxes standing back to back are depicted in this elegant folding screen. Could this have something to do with the keyhole? Oh, I wasn't even thinking that. Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well. Okay, so I'll have to twist them back to back. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to the folding screen. I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in front of the door. Maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn the whole place upside down. She's as excited as a kid in a candy store. I just remembered this mystery novel I once read. The murder occurred in a locked room, and the perpetrator made sure to hide behind the room's door when it was opened. When no one was looking, he made his escape. For some reason, I got really freaked out by that statue that was there. A clever trick, but it would have been impossible in this case. See the broken Tanuki statue here? The door must have banged into it when it was opened. Oh, I get it. The killer couldn't have been there because of the statue. Well, that was a good effort anyway. Whoops. Again, did not mean to press that arrow. Oh, that's new. Better take a look behind this door, too. The doorknob is banged up. Oh, look! The doorknob banged into the wall. Made a big dent, too. Oh, you can see it in the wall, too. Huh. That wouldn't have happened if the killer had been hiding there. Right. I guess that rules out the old hide behind the door trick. I like where your head's at, though, Athena. It's great. Great attempt. Okay, I think that's gonna cue me into this. So let me make sure... Okay, so let's turn the foxes away from each other, shall we? There's a carving of the nine-tailed fox over the door and statues of him on the other side. The way those two statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the folding screen as well. Can't be a coincidence, can it? Just all the foxes. Hey! The statue moves! Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap. I can handle it. If a spirit comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular karate kid. I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in? Like back to back? According to the folding screen? Can we get it in the door now, please? Still no keyhole, huh? Can I... Yeah, the door won't budge, just like those spiky bangs of yours. Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on this door. Oh, I know. I'll break it down with a body slam. Haha, I seriously doubt you could do that. How do you know if I haven't even tried? No, wait, don't. Ah. As much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door will win this match. Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You find anything, Apollo? We'll never find the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber at this rate. There's something about the folding screen. You know how those fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber move? That screen might be a clue as to how we're supposed to position them or something. Hey, I bet you're right! Let's go over the screen with a fine-toothed comb. Okay, I've already done that. What do you want from me? To look at the screen again? We're gonna look at the screen? We're gonna look at the screen again. Okay. On closer inspection, I think there's more to the screen than meets the eye. Let's check every last inch of it. Okay. Alright, let's look at the tails. Doesn't it look like the picture here has been cut off on both ends? Oh! Oh, no, they need to face each other! It's showing the door! Now that you mention it, looks like there are supposed to be doors on both ends, but they're cut in half. Maybe those doors symbolize the Forbidden Chamber's door. Definitely feels like something significant, but the question is what? Okay, so if these are the doors... I am rotating the evidence. I don't mean to. I want to move my cursor. Okay. Oh, well, alright. Wait, did they say that I could move... Oh! Oh, hello! Hello there. It's a picture of a key. The shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the Forbidden Chamber's key. We're definitely getting warmer. Okay, let's take on an even closer look. Alright, so the keys go in the keyhole. Right? What's this? Looks like a keyhole, or something. You think it could be a keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber? Oh wait, what about the key drawn into the end of the screen? You think the two are related? A key and a keyhole. Ooh! I just got an idea! If we fold the screen up just right, the key and keyhole should overlap. I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Okay. Look, a door. Yeah, it's open too. Oh, it's an open. Oh, I see it. Okay. The two foxes are now facing each other. So, what if we made those fox statues face each other? Apollo! Let's go check out the two statues. Okay, help me move the two statues so they can face each other. Just like on the screen. Look! A lock appeared. Now we can use that key. What are we hoping to find in this room? Because if it couldn't be opened... Okay, here goes nothing. Then the killer wasn't in here. So what are we hoping to discover here? And how is it going to help us in the case? It worked! Time to see why this chamber is so forbidden. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? These doors need some serious oil. Ah! That's like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours. Look, more feathers. Is that a brand that we just saw? Holy crap, that's so terrifying. Eek! Yes, my thoughts exactly, Athena. What the heck is that? Is that a Tenmataro statue? But there's something odd about it. It has a staff. It has the jangly staff. But its jangly staff only has jangles on one side of it. All I know is I don't like it. But I can't explain why. You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you? What? Of this thing? Don't make me laugh. Really? Hey, look. What? What is it? Over there on the left, there's a bunch of staffs down that rack. They kind of look like the staff we saw earlier. You mean the one Jinxie says she saw Tenmataro carrying? Yeah, I bet our Tenmataro impersonator really did come in here at some point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place. Oh, that's a sound. Oh my. Okay, so there's feathers. There's this product that we know and love. There's something going on back here. This guy is terrifying. Does he have like rabbit ears? What's happening here? What is this? What am I looking at here? I want to look at what this says. Looks like a gravestone or something. It reads, "Here lies Tenmataro, age 80. Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone." Say it ain't so! Besides, this sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph, if you ask me. Wait, you're joking around because you're scared. It's your coping mechanism. I'm not scared! Freak Out Central, right here, baby. Cut it out, Widget! Denial is strong in this one. Okay, let's take a look at this product. What's this? Whatever it is, the packaging is really gaudy. And the fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long. Oh, it's hand cream! Let's see what brand it is. Jesus LaBelle! LaBelle? What the? But then wouldn't that mean Mr. LaBelle was here? I guess so, but why? Well, whatever was dressed up like Tenmataro must have taken a staff from here on the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped this hand cream at that time. In other words, the Tenmataro impersonator we're looking for is none other than... Florence LaBelle. This might be a break for us in court tomorrow. Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenma. Alrighty. The spooky sound is continuing. Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the fox chamber. What is this? What are you doing? 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 What are That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is, why? Maybe the Ten Mataro costume was in here? I mean, if someone carried it through the manor, it wouldn't stick out like a sore thumb. It would have stuck out like a sore thumb. But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the forbidden chamber key with the killer hit him on the head. Yeah, that's what I'm not... It means the killer could have only gotten in here before the murder. Wow, this is one tough riddle, alright. This place is so spooky. Oh my goodness. That's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Ten Mataro has a staff. But the Ten Mataro in the scroll didn't have one. I wonder why. I feel like this could be significant. But why? Let's take a closer look. First, to go around this table here. Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea? Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue. Don't open it! Who knows what might be in there? He opened it. It's just a big empty compartment. From all the dust and cobwebs, I'd say it hasn't been opened in a really long time. That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it and... Wait, there is something in here. Looks like some sort of figure. But it's so dusty, I can't tell what it's supposed to be. Wonder what it's doing here. Huh. Okay, I wanted to know what this was. Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe? A monk? What are you talking about? You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't that just be a hiker? The guy in the picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena. Oh look, there's some yellow things strapped to his back. Oh, it's turning into Ten Mataro. What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Ten Mataro was born? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. Really? I didn't save that in the court record? Really? Okay, I guess I'm gonna look at the lanterns. And what is this? Oh, look, there's an air vent here, too. Guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation. Oh, sorry, that was Athena that said that. But I don't think anyone could reach this one either. Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here. Wonder where this vent leads. Well, the Fox Chambers vent didn't branch this way, so... Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all. Okay, the staves. There's a bunch of staves here. Staves? Staves? And it looks like one's missing. The Ten Mataro jinx you saw must have taken it. I'd have to agree. These look like the one Detective Fulbright showed us. Why do you think there are so many here? Maybe they're spares. Ten Mataro might be, you know, absent-minded or something. But the fact that he has spare staves handy, well... It shows that he's aware of his faults, and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it. At least that's my take on it. Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults. But I won't hold my breath. Guess that just about wraps it up. I guess the stone lanterns weren't important. I was going to check on those next. I think those would have been the last thing anyway. I knew I should have checked on those first. I knew the staves were important and the stone lanterns weren't. What now? I should probably talk to some of the witnesses again. You mean like Mr. Filch? And Jinxie? Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about the village superstitions on Ten Mataro. Oh, I can. We've already searched here, he says. So it does tell me that I don't need to examine anymore, so that's nice. Stone lantern. Like those Japanese garden lamps? Where's the switch? Lamps like these are lit by fire, not electricity, so there's no switch. Oh, here it is. What? It was hidden out of sight. I see Ten Mataro's cell has been outfitted with all the amenities a yokai could want. I'm glad that I watched, or that I clicked on that. Okay.
Where are we going? We're talking to Jinxie and Filch. Filch would be in the... Not in the Fox Chamber. I meant to go... That's okay. Technically speaking, we have to go through the Fox Chamber to get to the foyer. That's what I wanted to go. It's a curse! The curse! The curse of Tenmataro! Eek! Okay. You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your own business, will ya? Give Widget back, you jerk. Ah! Ouch, what's all this about a curse? Tenmataro's gonna curse us all. He has to stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say. I have not nailed down a voice for this dude. I am sorry. Right, how about obeying the law before you go obeying superstitions? Huh? What are you doing with Widget around your neck? He's mine. You know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that. Same goes for my bracelet. How'd he get it on again? The bracelet is specifically, like, tight around his wrist. That's why that's what activates it. We learned that in the last game. It activates because he becomes tense and it hits up against the bracelet. Anyway. Sorry, he promised I won't do it again. Almost kidnapped my sweet little Widget. The big jerk. I'm sorry. Guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. Stealing, yes. Let's talk about that first. I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal Widget, I think stealing a pair of shoes is a bit extreme. Grr. Yipes! Mercy, mercy! I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins. Ah, there it was. That was the voice. Thieving blood? What's that supposed to mean? Glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpappy. Take a gander at this. Oh my gosh. It's the thing. I don't know what it means. I don't remember this case at all, so I'm just like at a total loss of everything here. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me. It's none other than the Azuki Kozo, robbed from the rich and gave to the poor, he did. And he'd leave one of those figures at the scene of the crime. Ho-ho! Okay. That's interesting. What's more, I'm his grandson because he was my grandpappy. Wow, you don't say. So he was in the Forbidden Chamber and he stole something in there. Thieves' honor. Honest truth. So what did he steal? The sloshing sound of Azuki beans scraping together in the dead of night. It's a magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. I am Azuki Kozo, washer of money, giver outer of wealth, reborn. Forget the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit. Wait a sec. This figure looks familiar. There it is. It looks just like that old dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber. Hey! What are you doing with that there figure? Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it had been there practically forever. Could mean my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He once told me there's treasure in that there chamber. Treasure? Please, do tell. I guess I don't have to present that evidence to him. So that's what I was going to do next. What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber? Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. There's something amazing in there. Didn't see anything like that, though. Your grandfather didn't, by chance, already steal it, did he? Seeing as how there was one of his figures in there, that just might be. That's Grandpappy for ya. Betty washed that treasure up real good before hiding and handed it out to the poor. Wow, sorry. Yeah. Of course, because he was so righteous. Okay. So what was in there? Oh. In court, you mentioned seeing Tenmataro near the scene of the crime. Sorry I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me. People of Ninetales Vale sure seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tenmatara. Darn right! Those superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell ya! That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on. So you plan on staying here in Ninetales Vale? Yep! I'm gonna keep living right here and keep with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are like rulebook to me. Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales? Ain't you been listening to a word I said? You're going to do exactly what the superstitions say. Well, I say that's baloney. Because he needs to leave town. Departure from the village. Do not gaze, do not tell. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. You have to leave the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village.
Take that!
It's clearly written right here, ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it, your immediate departure from this village. Ah! So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetales Vale. But if you really believed in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. Ah! I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Filch. Yipes! You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you? Sorry, but I didn't have no choice. So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tenmataro? It's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro. Said if I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen. So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence? Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid girl. It was on account of that rumor. The one about her being possessed. That rumor again. So it wasn't just LaBelle that says it. I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenma about her possession rumor. Yeah, we do. Ouch! Hey, watch it! I'll be taking this back now. Kinda like family to me. Could have just asked instead of stealing it. Is that all he wanted to ask Mr. Filch? Or was that all we wanted to ask Mr. Filch? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Tenmataro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. Alright. So we gotta talk to him about the Forbidden Chamber and Jinxie. Lord Tenma, your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence. Oh, he's got the thing on him again, though. Did he have that last time? Why are you speaking like that? Yeah, okay. He is back to normal. Oh, Mayor Tenma, you've returned. Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. Seems to be suppressing the demon within me. That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time. So what can I do for you today? We'd like to ask about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under the demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Heh heh heh. Why are you laughing, buddy? Huh? Ah! Caw, 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 caw! No match is this warding charm for me. Ah, the charm! Tenmataro's back! Those foolish relatives, they shall regret blaming that child for my doings. I blew it. That question brought that yokai back. And he probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either. We'd like to ask you about something your aide, Florent LaBelle, mentioned. Did you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed? I know not what you speak. You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you? I, Tenmataro, Demon Lord of the Yokai, protect a mere mortal. Ka-ka! No affections do I possess for your race of humans. Please, we already proved there was a third party disguised as yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able...
Oh, that was Apollo. Sorry. I was just reading. We already proved that there's a person disguised as yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name. But I've already told you. I know not of what you speak. I don't think we'll get anything more out of him. It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence. Hey, Apollo. I think I've got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it. Really? Sure. I should be able to use psychology to explain that whole possession thing. Knock yourself out, then. Wow, Athena's really something. You can really count on her when it counts. Look at us bonding. Mayor Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession episodes are a form of somnambulism. Somna. Like sleep? Like insomnia? Somnambulism? Yeah, you mean like sleepwalking? Because Apollo just knows that out of the air. Good job, Apollo. Very good with your knowledge of random medical terms? Yes, I believe she's exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start soon after she began her job at Ninetales Vale? When the child visited last, she did speak of dreading yokai and how they rob her of sleep each night. I knew it! The lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you. At least, not on a conscious level. So then the Tenmataro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie. Sleepwalking, eh? That would indeed explain the matter. Look, Tenmataro's spirit. It's left the mayor's body. Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Tenma? Very well. It is the least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you. We're just gonna keep flipping here. Feathers and tracks! Feathers and tracks! Mayor Tenma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you? I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt. I knew it! You suspect Florence is behind all this. But why? Did he really want Ninetales Vale that badly? Can you think of any reason why? Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tenmataro for a spell. Could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tenmataro. It's crazy. Are you saying that that yokai is real? Whatever the case, Tenmataro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It is the superstitious warn, you must not gaze upon him or free him of his prison. But how can people actually believe that? Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tenmataro thing now. Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle. Right now? The dinner is ready. Your malevolence. An offering to the Demon King. You may place it right there. Kitchen crew produced their heart and soul into making it. Poured their heart and soul into making it. Do they know? Soul's not going to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time. Caw. Yes, your malevolence. I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Are we planning on talking to LaBelle now or in court? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma, so we do still have to talk to Jinxie, though, because she was lying before. Why don't we go see Florent LaBelle next, now that we know the truth? He won't be able to claim that the Tenmataro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore. But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him? How indeed. We have to put him on the stand. Okay, now let's practice that again, Filchy, from the top.
Mr. LaBelle was in the foyer at the time of the crime. And when we, heard a scream, heck.
What was the next part again?
Arr! You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 30th time, you know. Now, 100 times more and we're done. What on earth are they practicing? Alibis. No, I ain't cut out for this. Whoopsie daisy. Ugh. Oh, begging your pardon, Miss LaBelle, sir. It's just all this practice. Yipes! Unbelievable. What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby paws of yours? What did he steal from him? Did he steal something? Did Filch filch LaBelle's wallet just now? So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo? Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? Pfft, you peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me? Your confession to being Tenmataro imposter would be nice right about now. Mr. Filch filled me in on the conversation you two had. And about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tenmataro. Filch, you fool. Apes! I told you nothing good would come of you running your mouth. So why did you want to keep Mr. Filch quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle? Why, to protect darling little Jinxie, of course. But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tenmataro. Interesting, but where are you going with this? Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who is really Tenmataro. Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenmataro? I'm sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort. That's right, Mr. LaBelle even told me Tenmataro was a jinx, so why would he— ouch! I said Tenmataro was Jinxie, you fool. Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 times. Apes! So, have you been called to testify tomorrow? Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait until then. Oh, I'll be waiting. With a special piece of evidence I've written just for you. Filchy, wake up, you lazy bones. What? Was I sleeping? No. Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me right sleepy, huh? Things are getting put into place. The puzzle pieces are aligning. Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow. Oh, I'm begging you, not another lesson. I ain't cut out for the thinking and remembering stuff. Ah! Right up the nozzle! Keep quiet and do exactly as I say. No, please! Anything but another lesson! There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him. Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow one way or another. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We'd better go clear that up before tomorrow. You think they're done questioning Jinxie? Maybe. Let's see if she's over in Yokai Lane shopping for more charms. I like when they bring me to the place, and I don't have to go there on my own. That umbrella looks like a jack-o'-lantern with a tongue and an actual eyeball. I guess it doesn't. It's just the orange. Anyway. Oh, hi. You're sleepwalking again. Cursed Nine-Tails Fox. Time for— oh, my grudge, but festered over time. The last vengeance will be mine. Grr. She must be sleepwalking again. Slap her! Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead. Psst! Jinxie? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. My charms must have fallen off again. It is interesting that that keeps happening every time she sleepwalks. Whew, guess I can avoid the charm slap by toning down my cords of steel. Are they done questioning you, Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released. Yeah, which one? Oh, Oh, the one with the nine-tailed fox and Matara. It shows them dancing together.
Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together?
Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges.
Oh, right, for the municipal merger issue.
No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. It'll stop you two from fighting like you did in court this morning.
It's kind of our job. We weren't fighting, it was just a spirited debate. It's what we lawyers— Ah!
No fighting.
Charm slapped again. I love how it goes with his talking. That was like, the air's going out. Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she's lying about. Right. So, what else do you need to tell us? Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important?
Like what?
Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time.
When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman QB were collapsed on the fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police.
He was conscious to say that? But he doesn't remember doing that.
That's all he said before he passed out in the chair.
Oh, okay. Oh. I knew it. She's holding something back. What else did he say? Okay. Where's your tell? Because I have no idea where to find you. Okay. Alright, I see it. Listen again. There it is. You're tightening your hold on that.
Gotcha!
You were very nervous when you said that's all he said, weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm. Huh? Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Tenma say anything else to you?
It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep.
Talking in his sleep. So you admit he did say something else?
How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers.
What did he say, Jinxie?
Like I said, he was just talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that?
Could you be a little more specific?
Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman QB."
He said what? The mayor actually confessed to the crime?
But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare.
A nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard.
What in the world are we going to do now?
Return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. It's a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right, just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair. Force a smile. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession?
I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer.
Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming, or simply delirious? Who knows, but I sure feel like I'm in a living nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked right until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something. I know. Let's just see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman QB and Mayor Tenma were the only people she saw in the Fox Chamber.
But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well. Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation. Our mystery person must have fled the Fox chamber when it was opened. That's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Tenmataro. But Papa and the Alderman were the only people there. I didn't see anyone else. What's going on here? Labelle's extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. It's just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Paulo. We have to take down that dirty, rotten Tenmataro Florent Labelle. Right. We'll get him with legal exorcism, justice style. Well then. A confession. I have to say I was not expecting that. I mean, I figured that it was going to be something bad, like something that pointed to him being the killer somehow. I didn't think it was going to be him flat out saying I killed him. So I don't know what we're going to twist that to. Like, it might just be like, oh, it's my fault he's dead because of a meeting? Oh, because of the municipal merger or whatever? And, like, that's why he was killed, because that was the motive? That's the only thing I can think of, is that he's, like, he's just blaming himself based off of the motive. But I'm not sure. I don't remember this case at all. I've only played this game once. I know overarching things, as usual, but not individual case stuff. Kind of like that, the second Investigations game that I was playing. So, we're in for the ride together here, guys, and we're going to be learning stuff as we go along, and at least until the final case where I know a little bit more because overarching stuff. But yeah, stay tuned. Stick around, subscribe. I guess I always forget to say stuff like that. Because we're going to be back to it in court next time. Talk to you guys then.